Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for another video. It's that time. I'm going to do some NFL picks and predictions. It is officially Thanksgiving today. We have football, food, family. We have 3 NFL games coming up today. A great slate all the way through. Playoff caliber teams facing off. Some of these teams actually vying and battling it out for playoff positionings. Potentially a preview to what's going to happen later in this season. We're going to go over all 3 of our games, break the matchups down, and try to predict the winners, losers, final scores, and of course, we're also going to take an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders for every single matchup coming up today. First things first, though, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment down below. Who do you think is going to win these games? Make sure to leave your score predictions in the comment section. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, check out that pinned comment below, and let's jump right into our matchups. Our first Thanksgiving game this coming Thursday, November 27th, 1 p.m. on Fox, the 7-3-1 Green Bay Packers. The thing about the Packers, which version of Green Bay shows up? They've looked like a playoff contender, they've looked like a bad team, and anywhere in between. But the point is, they can compete with anyone, and sometimes they also play down to the level of the competition. They have some tough competition this week, though, on the road versus the 7-4 Detroit Lions. Both these teams trying to gain some momentum down a stretch leading up to the playoffs. Packers riding 2-game winning streak. The Lions coming off of a win themselves. This game means a lot to both these teams. Detroit, 54% chance to win. Green Bay, 45.6%. With a very close split, practically down the middle with the fan vote. The Lions at home, 2.5-point favorites, a 49 over-under. So much of this game is going to be on the shoulders of Jordan Love. He's going to have to play a good, clean game. He's not a dual-threat quarterback, but he does have the ability to take off, scramble, keeping his eyes looking down the field. And on the other side for the Lions, a loaded offensive roster. They had the number 1 offense in the NFL last year. They have a top 3 offense right now. Goff, 23 touchdowns, 5 picks. Gibbs, Montgomery, St. Brown, LaPorta, as long as LaPorta can stay healthy. Packers, 23.9 points a game, throwing for 223, running for 117, giving up 18.2. Solid overall top 10 defense right now, and they can count on bringing that with them on the road. Detroit, 29.6 points a game, throwing for 239, running for 140. Actually a pretty balanced offense, giving up 22.1 points a game. They got to work on that defense a little more, but I'm going to go with the Lions at home. Packers come in here, they make it competitive, but Detroit wins this one 28-23. And our next game is our second Thanksgiving Day. This Thursday, 4:30 p.m., CBS, the 6-5 Kansas City Chiefs coming off a win, finally getting back above 500. They've been up and down this entire season. The biggest issue for them, you got to have consistency. They need the run game to be more consistent. They need that wide receiver core as a whole to step up. They don't have a true wide receiver number 1. Kelsey's having a good season, Worthy, Brown, but overall, they need someone to stretch the field, open up the underneath pass game. They're on the road versus the 5-1 Dallas Cowboys. They're on a 2-3 game winning streak right now. They finally fought their way back to 500. Now's their chance to get above it. They're at Jerry World. They're at home. Cowboys 36.1% chance to win. KC 63.6. The Chiefs 3-point favorites. 52.5 over under. Patrick Mahomes, he's actually having a pretty good passing season this year. 3,000 passing yards, 18 touchdowns, 7 picks. The leading rusher, Kareem Hunt, less than 500 yards. That's not going to cut it right now, especially versus the Cowboys offense that can match anyone score for score. But the biggest issue for the Cowboys is their defense is one of the worst. There will be opportunities for the Chiefs to come to Dallas and score blow for blow with the Dallas Cowboys. KC, 25.2 points a game, throwing for 258, running for 118, only giving up 18.3. Really good defense. More importantly, that front 7, Jones and company, they get after it. They create havoc in the backfield, giving their offense the short field. Cowboys, 29.1 points a game, throwing for 267, running for 121, giving up 28.5 points per game. This defense is really bad. Dak Prescott, though, having a good season, fully healthy, 3,000 yards, 23 touchdowns, 7 picks. What separates this Cowboys team from last year's team, they can actually run the ball this year. Williams, 900 yards. They have Pickens. Pickens is questionable right now. They have CeeDee Lamb when they're healthy. The best 1-2 wide receiver combo in the NFL, potentially. The big issue is George Pickens going to be available for the game this coming Thursday? As of Tuesday, he was at practice. That's a good sign for Cowboys. I'm going to be picking this game based off of Pickens playing. If he doesn't play, it completely makes this a toss-up. It's a toss-up either way, but I'm going to go high-scoring game. It's going to be a fun one to watch. Give me Dallas eking out the win, pulling off the upset. They win this one 27-24. And our final Thanksgiving Day game this Thursday, 8:20 p.m. on NBC. The 3-8 Cincinnati Bengals, the season got away from them really quick. Obviously, they lost Joe Burrow right when the season started. That's a massive loss. He was their general on the field, led the NFL in passing yards last season. They didn't have him. Flacco stepped up nicely, 13 touchdowns, 4 picks, 2,000 yards. But this Bengals defense, they were the worst last year. They're the top 2 worst right now. They give up scores to everyone, 260 through the air, 156 on the ground. No matter who they're playing, they're going to give up some points in every single game. The only way for them to win is it has to be in a shootout, and they're going up against one of the best offenses, the 6-5 Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens riding a massive winning streak right now since they got Lamar Jackson back. This offense has completely taken off, gotten back to what it does best, throwing the ball, running the ball, getting first downs, giving their defense a breather, and the defense has consistently gotten better every single week because they can actually get off the field now. Baltimore 68% chance to win, Cincinnati 31.8, but Joe Burrow as of right now may be back for this game. Chase over the suspension. They have a lot of momentum with Burrow coming back, but Burrow hasn't played football in some time. Will he be ready to go blow for blow? Because this Cincinnati Bengals defense, they're going to give up some points. Cincinnati, they are the underdogs. Ravens 7-point favorites, 51.5 over-under. Bengals without Burrow, 22.5 points a game, throwing for 222, only running for 84.9. Got to get the rush yards up, but they're giving up 32.7 points a game. That is very bad. Baltimore 25 points a game, throwing for 177, running for 138. Good balance, giving up 23.7, which is much improved over where they were without Lamar Jackson. With Lamar Jackson on the field, one of the most electrifying players in the NFL, Baltimore wins 28-20. So guys, that's all of our predictions for all of our Thursday Thanksgiving matchups coming up today. We went through all of them. We predicted the winners, losers, and final scores. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, drop your comments down below. Who do you think is winning these games? What are your final score predictions? Leave it in the comment section. I will respond to every single comment. We have one Black Friday game coming up tomorrow, and then of course we have our Sunday games and our one Monday game. We're going to be going through all of those as those games come up. These games are starting to mean a whole lot more because we're slowly inching our way closer to the playoffs. Make sure to subscribe, and of course, as always, thank you for watching.